I never realized how to use ISO until this. So ISO is like this small helper of yours that can actually bring you a lot more light in. So for example, like this, if I was going to take a photo, for example, like of this orange flower here, I actually want to be able to use ISO so I can actually capture that. And then there we go. Like it gives you that small little light. And so for me, when I actually starting out in terms of photography, I never really used it because I was mainly taking photos during the day. Like today, like it's literally really bright, so I didn't really have to use ISO. But for this example, I had to because it's a dark area, whereas the sun is not getting that much light in. Just like aperture, where you're using a high aperture, or there's no light coming in. That's basically what this area is. And so with ISO, the one way I think for most beginners to actually use ISO is actually going into concept photography, because that will give you a whole lot of knowledge about your own camera and actually how to use it in terms of nighttime photos, especially. As I really liked taking photos during those times. I really liked it because it gave me a lot more knowledge about ISO and how to use it, and also the noise as well, because that's a big thing about most people when they're using ISO. They don't like the noise. So when you're taking photos like in a high ISO like this, for example, it will actually give you a lot of noise, but not going to take photos like that because it's way too bright. That's the one thing people don't like about ISO, is that it makes a whole lot of noise into your photos. I'll give you some examples right now for my concept photography. When I was taking photos, it'll give out this blurry noise sort of thing, as if your photo was taken during the 80s. So that's what I found that ISO was actually helping me. It was helping me during those times where I had no light. The lighting situation was difficult. So if you want to use ISO, I suggest to do that. But if you do want to learn a bit more about camera settings, comment the word settings and I'll send you a freebie guide that will actually teach you a lot more, not just about ISO, aperture and shutter speed. It will teach you the whole entire thing that no other photographer talks about.